104.1 KRBE's Secret Sound.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. It's the first time of the day that we are asking for caller 104 at 713-390-KRBE to guess the secret sound.
We had 4 people guess incorrectly yesterday.
Yeah, and really, let me update real quick, because at this time yesterday, we did not have a winner for yesterday's sound.
Right.
Sam got that winner after our show was over and her show was going. Yesterday's sound was a sparkler that's lit, and it sounds like it's sizzling.
Mm-hmm.
That was yesterday's sound. Today, this is the sound. What is this? Okay, Jessica is standing by. Hi, Jessica, you're caller 104. Congratulations.
Hi.
Hey, Jessica. So we're going to play that for you. We'll play it for you one more time.
There.
I know, the first hurdle is being caller 104. The second one is trying to guess it right. Okay, it's $416 right now. That's what's up for grabs. Jessica, are you going to win that, or are we going to add another $104? What's your guess?
Packing tape, like with a box, like pulling the packing tape.
Oh, pulling the packing tape. That sounds like a good guess, but it's incorrect.
No, sorry.
That's a good guess, though. Okay, we're going to add that to the list of the wrong guesses. Sam, what are already the wrong guesses? Let's add Jessica's to the wrong guess list.
Yes, we have chips crunching, a can being crushed, walking on black ice, and now Jessica's packing tape.
Being pulled.
Okay,
yeah. Jessica, that's not it. But you can always try again later, because we're going to do it 4 more times today. Thank you so much for your guess. And we go from $416 to $520.
Nice.
$520 for the next caller 104 when it's time to call for KRBE Secret Sound.
My bills are paid.
And you will know when to call in. If you are a KRBE insider, we email you the exact times. Otherwise, you're just listening. You're like, is it time? Is it time? We play the sound a lot during the day, but we only ask for you to be caller 104 5 times between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And that's how you can win some money with KRBE's Secret Sound. Yesterday, the sparkler went for so long, we had to give a hint on Instagram and Facebook.
That's why it's so important to follow our socials, because you can actually get clues.
Oh, yeah. That's yesterday we did get
Not
it
all
away.
the time, but
Not all the time.
And yesterday's
but
clue was almost so obvious because it was I sparkle in the night.
And I'm like,
and it was a sparkler.
it literally has the name in the title.
Mr. Obvious wrote that one.
So, yeah, KRBE Secret Sound. Go to krbe.com to become an insider. Real quick, I want to make a little program note. We were just giving away Kidz Bop tickets, and we were asking, anybody from Kidz Bop become famous that we know? Who from Kidz Bop is famous? Well, one of our listeners texted about Zendaya.
Oh, our friend Eric.
Oh, yeah. We discovered her.
Zendaya.
Interviewed her.
She was in
Googled
Kidz
that.
Bop?
10 years ago or so.
It says Zendaya was in the Kidz Bop music video for the cover of the song Hot and Cold by Katy Perry from Kidz Bop 15. And there's a little picture of her as one of the Kidz Bop kids.
Oh, that's cute. That's
So there is one.
So there is one, and it's a big one.
Huge.
Zendaya is a huge actress and star. So there's the answer. Kidz Bop had Zendaya. That's their claim to fame. But you'd think we would have known that better.
Yeah, I guess
Especially
you never-
for us in our circle of entertainment, we've always heard all
Do you know
the things.
who Ross Lynch is?
Oh, yeah. Big fan.
Okay. I just
Lynch,
Googled the people that became famous from Kidz Bop: Zendaya, Ross Lynch, Becky G, Olivia Holt.
Yeah, I saw Becky G and Olivia Holt on the
Yeah.
list, but I don't know. Are they like Disney
Becky G,
kids?
we play some of her music.
Oh.
So she was a Kidz Bopper.
It's kind of like when American Idol came out in those early seasons when the whole country
Let me
was
see what song is,
obsessed
yeah.
with all of the contestants and like you knew like the top
Okay,
10s.
so here it is.
Hold on, there's a girl from Lady A, Hillary, the lead singer of Lady A, formerly Lady A. Mellum. She had been denied by Simon Cowell like 3 times. They're like, you're not a good singer. And she's killing it.
That's
in
what
country
happened to her.
music.
She
Yes.
didn't need them.
What were you going to say, Ryan?
Oh, okay. So Becky G, she's best known for the song Shower. Olivia Holt was from Cruel Summer.
But not Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer.
No. Noah Monk.
And not Banana
He's
Ramos.
Gibby on iCarly. He was a Kidz Bopper. And then Ross Lynch, known for Disney's Austin and Ally and Teen Beach Movie.
You know,
Oh, blonde.
there's a friend of the show and used to work for KRBE. She's in the studio behind the scenes here, and she knows who all of these people are. And she came to LA with me one time.
I forgot about that.
And I didn't know half the people.
Of the
she
Kidz
knew
Bop kids?
when we do these
Oh,
interviews.
no, all the
we do
people we just
500
talked about.
interviews.
Yes.
And she knew every single person who came by. I was like,
Nice.
how
So what you're
do
saying
you
is we
know
should have sent her-
all these people. Yes, you should have said Liza. And
Liza should have been the person
Ryan's over here
interviewing.
talking about all these people. She's like, okay, I could tell you a lot more about them.
Yeah.
And true story, here's the reality of entertaining, of the entertainment industry. When Eric went to the American Music Awards with Kevin, right?
Yep.
Y'all have been to the Billboard Awards. I've gone to the MTV VMAs. I've gone to American Idol, all that stuff. They bring you a lot of people and you don't know who they are.
No.
And I just didn't turn on the recorder. I just was
my
like,
gosh.
That's what I did for Dua Lipa.
For Dua Lipa.
For Dua Lipa.
No.
You
Before
didn't
she
turn
was
it
She
on?
actually became somebody.
Before she was anyone, I was like, this dance diva ain't gonna go anywhere.
Can't.
Bless her heart. She cute, but she ain't gonna go
You're
anywhere.
acting like you're doing the interview. Like, oh yeah, I'm recording this,
Pretend
and
to hit
it's not
record.
on because you're never gonna air.
Oh yeah,
it.
what are you up to these days?
Oh, hey.
I don't know who you are.
She's in that movie
Yes.
Argyle. She's in a couple of those.
And it really does make you kick yourself in the,
Oh, yeah.
butt because you're like, oh god, like when Glee was really a big show on Fox, it was not a big show when Kevin had to meet them.
Oh, no.
So you're like, I don't know, it's a show
I used
about
to
singing
remember we used to be
kids.
offered Jim from The Office.
Oh, John Krasinski,
Krasinski.
who went on to become Jack Ryan.
I just saw the name. I'm like, I can't pronounce this name. We don't.
I can't believe you denied us John Krasinski.
You turned down Jim?
And Steve Carell. We passed
Oh
on
my
them.
god, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
2004.
Yeah. Oh
Wow,
my
how
gosh.
funny.
We're not going to put people you never heard of on
Yeah,
the
that's
show.
true.
And then
Well,
But
yeah,
if you had
now
like a
look how big
crystal
they
ball
are.
and you could know who was going to be
I
famous.
sucked
Right,
up to him and said,
right.
"You're the best." Have him on all the time. Then we'd be best friends.
Because we used to send
Vacationing in the
interns
Bahamas
into the
together.
studio to record the person we didn't know, and then we got called out by the actor. Seriously? Like, this is so rude because we were like, I don't know your show. Okay, coming up next, someone we're going to get to know, and I'm very excited about this.
It's a world I've always.
I'm very excited about this.
Wanted to know about.
Fascinated.
As a native Houstonian, growing up with the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, I've always wondered, the stars of the rodeo are really the contestants. Bull riders, cowboys. We've got a bull rider in the
Professional
studio.
bull riding.
The PBR, which I didn't know Toyota Center. This is the first time Toyota Center's I think ever done. This is the first time they've done this before.
Yeah.
We're gonna
The
have
Toyota Center.
bull riding this weekend.
This is
in the Toyota Center.
Oh, that's gonna be
unbelievable.
fun.
And we have the 2022 Professional Bull Riding World Champion, Daylon Swearigen, is in studio.
Come on, is that his real name?
Wait for this conversation.
That's a Yellowstone character. That's not a real name.
Daylon Swearigen. I mean, this
The
man
Swearingers.
has taken up on thousands of pounds of bull with horns for 8 seconds. That's your job. Stay on this thing for 8 seconds and don't let it kill
by the
you.
way, if you fall
That's
off,
the
yeah.
job you've chosen in your
It'll
life.
gore you. Good luck.
I am fascinated. It hasn't even started.
Me
We're going to have
too.
the conversation next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Wake up. It's KRBE and more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
We've had some great guests this week so far. Michael Yo was on yesterday.
Okay, Michael Yo, if you missed that conversation, or if you caught the conversation, he was here because he's promoting a show February 3rd at the House of Blues, his stand-up comedy tour. He currently lives in Las Vegas. He is a native Houstonian. He grew up here. He worked at KRBE, and he was invited last night at the Houston Rockets game to shoot a free throw shot for charity. And we were talking at this time yesterday about like, oh man, are you nervous about shooting that shot? Because he was
They're
like,
watching you?
I haven't done this in so long. He said he did 10 shots. He made 6 out of the 10 on his Instagram after the show yesterday. He practiced again without even looking. He made that shot. And if you go to Michael Yo's Instagram, you see all the lights and clutch
The
and the
players?
power dance of the players and it bounced out.
Yeah, Eric, you sent the text or whatever from Instagram. Building houses over here, brick.
No, I never said that. I
You didn't, but somebody did.
I
Whoever
wouldn't say
posted.
that to him. No, he tried, but he got nervous. I don't blame him. His form was not good. Like he rushed it. Like he would hear he was all smooth. He's doing the whole
It's a
thing.
lot of pressure.
But it's
Very,
so
like,
much
pushed
pressure.
it, and I don't blame him.
Pressure. So he didn't make the shot, but it was fun to have him in the studio, and you'll see him February 3rd at House of Blues. I'll be opening right before him for 5 minutes. He offered.
But look at the
to have me
Toyota
do
Center
that.
connection, though, because now our next guest is going to be in Toyota Center.
I am so
weekend.
excited about this. Of all the people we've interviewed on the Roula and Ryan Show, I have never once got to interview a cowboy, like a real rodeo man.
Bull rider.
We have the 2022 Professional Bull Riders World Champion, Daylon Swearigen, in studio here for the Roula and Ryan Show. Hello, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, yeah, thanks all for having me on.
Hi. Okay, off the
He's watching
air.
this. He's like, you guys are weird.
We have been hitting him with so many questions. I'm like, okay, we need to stop talking to Daylon.
Yeah.
We got to save it for the air so the audience can share in the conversation. Daylon, you are 24 years old and you have already won. You are already a world champion bull rider. Give us a little background. Where are you from and how long have you been a cowboy? A bull rider.
Yeah, I've
It's different. Cowboy
been a
bull
bull
rider.
rider my whole life, and I'm originally from upstate New York and went to school down here in Carthage, Texas, and moved down here and live down here now.
Now, at what point did you first see a bull and say, I want to get on that thing? I want to get on
See
that.
if I can hold on for a
that
second.
lethal animal.
I think it's something more that livelihood that kind of picked me and my family. Like, just kind of grew up doing it. Started riding the sheep, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you lived on a ranch? You grew up on a ranch?
Yeah, grew up on a
well, there
ranch.
you go.
Wait, back up. You rode on top of a sheep?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
it's like
you-
mud
that's-
busting.
you
Mud
got
busting.
where
They
you
do mud
start.
busting at
Yeah.
the rodeo.
Yeah.
Okay, so Daylon said off the air that you've never been to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
I never have.
Oh.
So do you know about the
wow.
phenomenon of what it is?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
It-
definitely one of the biggest rodeos to go to, and
So is that something like that's like a goal? When you become a bull rider, you're like, man, am I going to make it to Rodeo Houston?
oh yeah, for
So,
sure.
but you're the 2022 world champ. How are you not in that?
Well, it's just kind of the two different associations.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
So when you're riding a bull, what is your personal best as far as like how long you've been able to stay on the bull?
Yeah, so we're only scored on 8 seconds. Anything over
After
8
that,
seconds,
they
it's
don't
kind
mark
of
it.
pointless.
So it's
It's about
pointless
your
for you
Oh
to
my
do.
gosh.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just jump off after 8 seconds?
Yeah, you try to
thrown
get off. Yeah.
Have you ever
Get
like
there as
practiced
fast
to know?
as
Have
you
you ever
can.
stayed on? You're like, you know what? I'm just see if I can stay on for 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, I normally try to get off pretty shortly right after.
So from what I've seen of the rodeo over the years, Daylon, the guys, and thank God for this, y'all don't wear your cowboy hats anymore. You wear helmets. How long have y'all been wearing helmets riding the bull?
I've never wore a hat.
You've never worn a hat.
So
Yeah.
your whole career,
good.
you've been wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Thank
Which
goodness.
is smart. I mean, the personal risk that you're putting yourself at,
'Cause
the
how
injury.
much does a bull weigh? Like 4,000 pounds? Do we know how much bulls weigh?
Probably
Like
not
2-ton
4,000.
animals.
That much,
but-
but
That's a
2-ton
big
animals.
bull, Roula.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1,500.
2,000 pounds?
I don't think
Yeah.
a good buck. it'd be
Yeah.
like-
Oh, that's true.
That's
2,000 pounds? I
yeah.
can't gauge
4,000.
weight.
I'm
That's
sure the
like
force
giant.
of them, though,
That's
is
like
really
2
intense.
cars.
What's the
Yeah.
biggest injury? Is it the wrist? Is it hitting your chin? Or is it falling off and
Getting
getting stepped
impaled?
on? What's,
Getting gored?
It just kind of depends, and definitely not getting gored. But
If you're gored, you're not
probably
really around to
groins and
talk
stuff
about it.
like that.
The
stomped
groin.
on?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Have you been injured badly?
No, I've been very blessed to.
Knock on
Now,
wood.
when
Yeah.
you see, I mean, how much knowledge do you have about the bull before you even get in, get on the bull? Like, do you know the bull ahead of time? Like, oh man, that's that
Like,
one.
can you pick a bull that you feel like
Like, what's the process?
I'm familiar with this one because I've practiced on him? Like, how do you that
Right.
work?
or they just assign you, you're like, you're
Yeah.
riding old Smokey, you know?
Oh yeah, we get drawed bulls.
Okay.
And then the top 12 guys at the end of this weekend will get to pick their bulls.
Oh.
And
I want that
That'd
one
be
over there. He
really
looks tired.
Yeah, look at him. He's tired. Let me reintroduce you, Daylon, for those listening to the Roula and Ryan show here on 104.1 KRBE. We're talking to Daylon Swearigen. He is the 2022 Professional Bull Riders World Champion. He's had 4 World Finals appearances, and he is here this weekend at the Toyota Center. For the first time ever, this event is happening on Friday and Saturday. You can get your tickets at toyotacenter.com. And the event is what? The competition to be the next world champ, or what's the goal
Yeah, how's
of
it
this
work?
weekend?
yeah, the end goal is to walk away at the end of the year and be a world champion. So each stop that we make helps you become.
So it's kind
a
of
world
like
champion.
like NASCAR. Every week they're racing.
Uh-huh.
They have a few months off, obviously, but every week they're racing. They get those points. So it doesn't mean you have to win every time. You could be third place the whole year, and you could probably be the champion, right?
Yeah, you
I mean, it all depends.
definitely
So-
could. Yep.
I mean-
I
And the
need
money-
to start winning.
And the money that comes along with it, like when do y'all start getting paid in this process? Is there a winner with like a purse every stop, or is this building to like the grand bank at the end? I don't know how the money works on this.
Yeah, no, we have a chance to win this weekend. Probably right around 50,000 is what it'll pay to win
Wow.
this weekend.
Kevin, you had a question.
Well, he started saying one of the things that they are trying to do is walk away. And then he finished the sentence. I was like, I just want to walk away from it, and be able to walk away from it. And that's in that sense. Do you have a chiropractor on hand
Yeah,
to straighten
I
you
would
back
assume there's going to be
out
a
after
huge medical staff.
doctors.
Oh yeah, we got a great sports medicine team that travels every weekend with us, and I got a good chiropractor back in my hometown. And
Can you like people that ride bicycles? They wear those special pants.
The
for their-
padded
for their
pants.
butt.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like a diaper or something you wear if you're a diaper?
Oh, like a cup,
Like an extra
maybe a
cup or
cup.
a pad or something?
yeah, no, I
Just
don't.
Wranglers?
I can't. Yeah, just Wranglers.
Just Wranglers.
Wranglers.
Really, no padding whatsoever.
Yeah, no pat. Well, we do wear like a vest.
Yeah, you get the vest.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he means like,
I'm just talking about the stuff that
yeah,
you really want to
you
protect.
sit on.
It is fascinating to us as rodeo observers and not living in that world, Daylon, the everyday of your life. I mean, you said you grew up in the state of New York. You came down here to Carthage for school. Your family, this is your background, y'all are ranchers. At what point did you know that you could, like, instead of being like a steer wrestler or a bronco
Bustin'.
what is it? What was the word? Bronco buck riding? What do you call that? Cowboys, Bronco buck. Somebody said y'all's questions are making me laugh because I don't know the lingo. That's why I'm saying this is not my field.
That's what we wanted to have you
What
in here.
I'm trying to figure out, Daylon, is how
Educate
do
us.
you figure out that you're going to be a bull rider versus all the other activities that we see at the rodeo?
I guess I actually did other activities at the rodeo, but bull riding is just something where my goals and dreams have always been there, and it pays probably the best out of all.
And it's
of all.
amazing you are
Sure.
pursuing your dream. Could you clear up what are some of the biggest myths about it? Like when I was a kid growing up, the waving the matador, waving the red. What are some common myths like the people get all wrong about you?
I think it would probably be like the bulls. The bulls, they're treated like athletes, and they're bred to do it, and they love doing it for sure. And
Because some people say, "Oh, is that cruel to the
yeah,
bull?"
no, it's just like racehorses. They're bred to buck, and if they don't want to buck one day, they won't buck. And
What happens if you go out there and it just decide not to buck, and it just prances out there?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Did you ever get an extremely
get
well-tempered bull?
but does it
Yeah.
count, or do they say no?
Just
You
get
have to go.
another
It's
one.
got to buck at least 2 times.
Yeah.
They have a
yeah,
rule.
you could keep that score that you would get. They would still score you, but it wouldn't. It'd be like 10 points, and the winning is going to be like anywhere from.
So they judge the. They have a judge.
So
that
you don't
judge
get a
the bull?
redo.
So it's judged on the
If the bull
ferocity
doesn't
of the bull.
Yeah, how well I ride the bull, 50 points for the bull, and then 50 points for how well we stay on.
Oh
the
wow,
bull.
I didn't know that.
Well, I thought the whole thing was all about how you are in the 8 seconds, but really half of it's on the bull.
Oh yeah, so you got to
I
have
had
a
no
good
idea.
bull. You don't want
You
just
don't want
an
that
easy
just
bull.
prancing
You
out
want
there.
a bull that's still bucking pretty hard.
What happens to these bulls like when it's time to retire?
Oh, they just get retired and they live out
probably go-
on the ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to get a tomahawk out of there?
Stop it. Stop it. They're out living a beautiful life.
They go to stud or whatever.
okay,
so they do
so-
that?
It's the circle of life.
If
Hey.
you're just tuning in, we're talking to Daylon Swearigen. He's here for the first time. The Toyota Center is hosting this event on Friday and Saturday. He is the 2022 professional bull riding world champion. He has made 4 world finals appearances. He is 24 years old, and he's been doing this his whole life.
Now you're 24, and somebody text this, and I was going to ask you about this because I watch Yellowstone. Do you have to deal with buckle bunnies?
And what's a buckle bunny?
Now, maybe you're in a relationship. I don't know.
Smiling.
And
Are
maybe
you
you've heard
spoken for
stories.
right now?
Yeah, I'm not spoken for, but the buckle bunnies, that's just that's on Yellowstone.
Buckle bunnies, like groupies of the
If
rodeo?
you're the groupies, and like they
You don't
follow
have
you.
groupies?
Like you don't follow you to like Sacramento next week if you go there.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
really,
seen any yet.
That's some dedication if
Better be
you're
careful.
following
Kevin
around
might
the
be following you
Cowboys.
around.
I know.
Is, am I calling you the right thing?
costume. Wait a second, they're supposed to be on your back.
Is that the right thing I'm calling you? Are you a cowboy?
Yeah, I would say I'm a cowboy.
You're a rodeo cowboy.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know like all the different.
That's what I kept wondering too. Because is
I
there
don't wanna offend.
technically a difference between a cowboy and a bull rider? Like
Or is
not
it-
all bull rider or not all cowboys are bull riders, but bull riders are considered cowboys.
Yeah, I guess anybody can be a cowboy, I think.
Well, none of the guys in here can just put on a hat and do
No,
what you do.
I don't
honey.
think any of them could be cowboys.
I want to take him to
I
one
wanna
of
be
those
a
bars that
cowboy. I
have
have
the
so many-
mechanical bull, like have a ringer and make bets. Like,
Yeah, how do you
I'm gonna have you
practice?
fall
Like
off.
Neon Boots has a mechanical bull, doesn't it?
Well, have you fall off a few times, and I'll be like, guys, I know this guy could do it. This is the first time he's from New York.
Bet you
guys.
$1,000.
$1,000
I
I
like
do
to
it.
get on the mic though. And now from the state of New York,
Have
we
you
have a
ever ridden a
visitor.
mechanical bull?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot harder than
the real bulls.
No, I wouldn't say they're harder than the real
Oh.
bulls,
Oh,
but
just-
they are a lot different than
Is
a
that
real
how
bull.
you practice, or do you only practice on real?
Yeah, how do
bulls?
you practice?
Like,
That's a
Yeah,
good question.
what's your
Mostly-
practice look like?
Mostly on real bulls. I guess the mechanical bull moves nothing like a real bull.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's slippery,
So
too.
tell us what is the process,
you have a drink in
Dylan,
your hand.
of
Yeah.
you like
If you got a drink in your
Right, exactly. Because he doesn't have a beer in his hand. No Pabst Blue Ribbon for this professional bull rider.
Actually, don't. I'll hold it.
Dylan, tell us about how you in practice to do this? Like, do you you own your own bull on your family ranch? Is there a place where the association has you guys practicing? I don't know. how
Let's
this
start on
works.
Yeah.
You just finished on Saturday, so it's this Sunday. What are you going to do for the week? Because you got to go to the next city.
Yeah, for me, probably just do a little bit of recovery. Like, this is a sport where you can't blow a whistle and stop it. So once you nod your head, it's going to play out however God wants it to. So the good, the bad, the wrecks,
Yeah.
And so sometimes you're battling through some soreness and stuff like that.
bet.
And we got to battle through soreness all the time just because we're only getting paid when we're going. And
So
when we're
even
winning.
if
Because
it's
your
a
whole body's
successful,
being jostled.
Oh yeah.
even if it's a successful ride, there's still got to be so much like aches and pains.
So
from
that you
doing
don't
that.
work. So that you don't go practice the bull for a few days. You got to wait.
yeah,
You got to let your body recover. Now, do they do anything to agitate the bulls before you get on?
No.
Like, I mean, they're just naturally pissed.
No, they're not naturally pissed. They just know their job and they know.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
trained
Once
to do that. They don't
once that gate opens, these bulls,
It's
they're
time to go.
normally they start their training at the age of 2, and most of the bulls on tour will
Now,
be from
do you have
4.
a duffel bag
4.
with you, and it has all like the gear that you use. You go to like, are you going to Sacramento next week?
Yep. Good.
So like you come here in the airport, you got your bag, or do you have a team, like a coach?
Yeah. There is team bull riding, and I do have some coaches and stuff. But normally it's just that goes on the weekend. It's just my gear bag and me.
That's interesting you say of
wow.
coaches now, like professional football players. Do you go back and watch tape and say, hey, you could have done this differently?
Oh yeah, we definitely study it and just keep getting better, just like
watching
anything.
reels, like watching tape in the NFL. Okay, so how do you practice on the off days? Like, let's say you need a couple days recovery. You're going to ride a bull on Saturday,
or
let's
Thursday.
say, and then next Saturday in Sacramento, you're riding a bull. So if you need 3 days of recovery, when do you? Is there like a
Travel
tell
to a
me how that
local ranch
happens.
or something?
Yeah, and you don't have to get on practice bulls all the time. It just kind of depends. It's kind of like once you get the hang of bull riding, you kind of got it, and you ain't always got to practice.
It's
I
like
guess.
basketball. They practice once in a while, but a lot of times during the season they don't have time to practice.
Well, the reason I asked that question though, Eric, is because anybody can find a basketball court anywhere in this country, but where are you going to find a bull to get on that? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, you got to find
do
a
you have,
local ranch, I would assume,
But they're
right?
pros. They eat
Like when
he
you're
already knows.
traveling, I guess the only practice you need is the actual competition.
Yeah, and we just compete on the weekends, and then we can go home and get on practice bulls and work out. And
Now, a regular Joe, like say myself or Eric or Kevin, we just decided we wanted to get on a bull. How long do you think we'd last? Like a second?
yeah, it just depends. I definitely would rethink it probably a few times.
Thank you. Yeah.
We're speaking to
see that happening.
Daylon Swearigen. He's here on the Roula Ryan Show, the 2022 Professional Bull Riding World Champion. He's had 4 World Finals appearances. He's at the Toyota Center this weekend. This is the first time ever the Toyota Center is holding this event. Bull riders in the Toyota Center, Friday and Saturday. Get your tickets at toyotacenter.com. And tell me about the ride on Amazon. Sam just found that you are on a show.
You're on
I
a
didn't know
TV
you were in this
show?
2018 movie.
Oh yeah, like it was a documentary of kind of like the PBR has team bull riding now, and that was the first year of it, and
That's cool.
yeah, so
You liked it?
Like the up and comers.
yeah, just the team. So like I'm on the Carolina Cowboys, and there's now there's 10 teams in the PBR team series. So right now we're in the individual season, and then we'll go into the team.
How does
bull
teams
riding.
work? You ride together.
No, it's
You gotta on the team.
Eric.
No, Eric. It's like one
motioning
people
like he's got his arms
time.
around
Person will go, and then another person will go.
be
Yes,
awesome,
and then
wouldn't
you
it be?
add up all their points,
That
right?
would be so dangerous.
Wow,
They can hit
Dylan.
each other's heads.
Yeah.
I mean, Daylon. I said Dylan. I'm sorry because somebody just texted. Is it Dylan or is it Daylon? It's Daylon Swearigen, the 2022 Professional Bull Rider World Champion here on the Roula Ryan Show. We are fascinated.
Yeah.
This is
It's
what
gonna
you
be
do.
fun.
You're a
this
brave
weekend.
young man, I'll tell you.
yeah.
There's still tickets available. ToyotaCenter.com. Go get your tickets and have some fun. Something different. You don't see this every day.
No
Yeah.
kidding. God bless you, man. Thanks for coming
Hope
by
you
the
win.
show.
Yeah, thank y'all.
We're looking out for you. See if he's world champion again. Thank you so much. All right, coming up next, we do have rodeo tickets, actually. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is coming here starting February 27th. It goes for 2 weeks. I've got a pair of tickets for you coming up next on KRBE.
From the big screen to the big house.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of things to connect you with. If you just missed our fantastic conversation with Daylon Swearigen, I think it was fantastic for us. I don't know
That
if
was
people listening
really
thought it was.
interesting to be a professional bull rider and come
We've got
to
bull
Houston.
riding tickets. We've got tickets to all the shows. We've got tickets to Rodeo Houston. You know, Rodeo Houston is kicking off February 27. Blake Shelton is the first star of the first night of Rodeo Houston. And we've got tickets for you to see Nickelback performing on March the 13th. RodeoHouston.com is where you get your tickets. But if you would like to win these tickets for free, we have a pair of tickets to see Nickelback at the rodeo. Remember, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo starts at 6:45 at night, Monday through Friday. Yeah, because Saturday and Sunday is the 3 to 45 rodeo. So 6:45, they do the grand entry parade, and they do all the different activities,
events.
and
So much
then
fun.
the stars come
Somebody
out
showed
to
me.
sing.
Not me.
Wait,
but
hold on real quick, Eric. Caller 10, 713-390, KRBE. Caller 10, go ahead.
They had maybe it's Facebook. They had a list of the rodeo from like late 60s
Yeah.
or
Oh.
70s.
Yeah.
And the first opening was the Jackson 5.
Oh, wow.
And the last person was Elvis. He
Yes,
played 2
Elvis
shows.
came here. Elvis and Dolly Parton has done it. Of course,
They were
it's
showing
country,
that some guy named Conway Twitty.
but Conway Twitty, also a big
And,
country star.
Yeah, he
back
had
in the
big
day.
hair.
I forget the name. That guy that was Johnny Carson's band guy,
Doc Severinsen.
He actually was a rodeo
Yeah.
star. How funny.
Like,
Oh,
all
man, we're going to the trumpet night.
Well, if you go upstairs at Energy Center,
Evolved.
yes, if you go upstairs at Energy Center, that's where the rodeo offices are. And you'll see lots of shadow boxes that are framed of all the old programs. And like there's a whole one for Dolly Parton when, Dolly
cool.
was just breaking the glass. What's the word? What's the
Glass
word?
ceiling?
Breaking through.
It's not breaking the glass ceiling. That's for more for money. But she was like a big female star. And that was not very common back then in country radio, like country music. It was always like there was a guy named Jim Neighbors. He played a guy named Gomer Pyle on television, like in the '60s, and he sings like this.
He had a song. He was
Like that guy probably got paid more than Dolly Parton did.
I know him from Indy 500. He always sang some Indiana song.
Okay.
They showed him on TV. I'm like, who's this guy?
And that guy probably got paid more than Dolly. So she was, I can't think of the phrase. She was breaking barriers. I don't know what the word is, but y'all know what I'm
She
saying.
was breaking through, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just for giggles, I looked at 1980, the big performer is Kenny Rogers.
But I'm just saying, like, now I love how it's diverse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
They've got something for everybody.
Yeah.
Give me a random year.
94.
Yeah, 94.
1994. Let's
You
see.
probably got
30
Reba
years-
in
30
there,
years
Brooks
ago.
and Dunn. You probably got the Judds in there.
Sawyer Brown.
All right, let's see.
I don't know,
Who
Sawyer
was-
Brown
Who
ever
was
did it.
playing the live
Diamond Rio.
George Strait, of course, every year. Randy Travis was probably on that. They probably didn't have any pop stars. They didn't start putting pop stars
Oh.
in the lineup until maybe the last,
2003 or so.
maybe 2003. I remember John Mayer opened the rodeo one year because I went to that show.
So we
John
had
Mayer opened the rodeo.
Oh,
The Cheetah
wow.
Girls there that one year. Did we
I don't
get tickets?
recognize anybody
2004.
from 94.
94, read the names. They're probably all country stars. I know them all. Let me hear.
Selena was there in 94.
Was
it
that her
says.
last show?
I don't know if it
What
was
year
the
was she
last.
killed? 94? No, she was killed in 95.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are, it's probably like what? The Judds are on there? Reba? Who's on
no.
there?
Paige Matthews,
Clint Black?
Stephanie McNamara. I don't know any of these people.
Are you sure?
Say the
I'm looking
name.
at Rodeo
Look,
Houston?
look. This is Rodeo Houston. Look.
That's how I feel like
Here's the
Roula's brain's
Houston
going.
Livestock Show and Rodeo, 1994. It just says Selena. That's the
Well,
only name I.
you're not looking at the right thing. I'll look
It's
at
the
it
official
later. It doesn't
page.
matter. I don't think so. That's not the official page of the rodeo.
They just have
I don't know
Selena
where
that
you're
year.
looking at there. I mean, they could have Selena, but the point is, when Maroon 5 started coming to the rodeo, and John Mayer and
Now, some
Beyonce
purists
did
say,
the
well,
rodeo.
that's why it's not
Oh yeah,
that
Billy
good.
Ray Cyrus was there that year. So was Winona Judd, George Strait.
Of course,
Recall
George Strait
those.
always.
Yeah.
No Randy Travis? No Reba?
I don't see Randy.
Brooks and Dunn? Clint Black?
Yeah, Brooks and Dunn.
Clint Black, can I just have a 5-second personal on Clint Black,
Dwight
Houston
Yoakam?
boy? Clint Black had fantastic music. And I know he still does like tours and stuff, like individual shows, but he isn't like the George Strait of country music. But he really had a great voice and he really had some great songs. And, he like took his personal life, got the front seat instead of his career later on. Like he really made
Wasn't
a
he
big
married to
deal.
somebody?
He's
Lisa
still
Hartman.
married to Lisa Hartman.
Yeah.
And she was big on an 80s soap opera.
Would he be like Cyndi Lauper and George Strait was Madonna type thing? Like
like that?
they were both big in the at the time. I say that because I read
But one became legendary and the other
there's
one.
a documentary coming out on Netflix about We Are the World.
Oh yeah, and
Lionel
didn't
Richie
Lionel Richie say that nobody could do that now?
Yeah, well, he did say that they didn't want Madonna. That this one guy, one of the managers that was putting it together, wanted Cyndi Lauper because he liked her better.
Oh, really?
That's why they didn't pick
Interesting.
Madonna. And Prince was supposed to do Huey Lewis's part, but he wanted to go in a room and play guitar and do a solo. They're like, no, this is a team effort. We're all in the same room singing "We Are the World."
So Prince
I
bowed
think in
out.
another week or two it comes out. It's like an hour and a half documentary on
That
that
sounds really
Amazon or
interesting.
Netflix.
On Netflix. Okay, that's because Lionel Richie. I remember the line from that interview said that they could not do that today, what they did back then, because everyone sounds too much alike.
I could see that.
Because everybody, listen to during Christmas when we were playing Happy Christmas. No, that's John Lennon. Which is the one we play for Feed the
Band-Aid.
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 I maybe it's because we're radio people, but I can tell the individual voices.
Yes.
I can hear George Michael's voice.
Everything
I can
sounds
hear
much more
Bono's voice.
homogenized
What's
now.
his name? That DJ Khaled.
They'd be screaming his name throughout the
Well,
song.
you only know it's him because he yells his name
It's
out.
another one.
We are the world. DJ Khaled!
Yeah.
Laser, laser.
Now,
Here we go.
time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
It is brought to you by Duncan. A lot of people are sick right now between the flu, COVID, and everything, but it could actually be allergies, and here's why. Winter's not widely associated with allergy season, but the cedar trees in Houston, they begin releasing their pollen in late December, and they peak mid-January. So we're right in the middle of this, and then they taper off in February. So
And you can go to spireallergy.com to get rid of those allergies. Go ahead.
There you go, Kevin. You got that in.
Nice.
The symptoms: sore throat, runny nose, itchy eyes, headaches, fatigue, and that's often mistaken for flu or cold. So you may have allergies to cedar. Now, we did this story earlier, but everybody's wondering what the heck is going on with the mail. And KHOU.com, they have a great story. An insider really revealed why there's such a big delay in Missouri City. So the long and short of it is this guy came forward and said, look, they took out these 2 gigantic sorting machines because they were going to put this gigantic new one in.
So don't take out the old ones before you know the new one fits.
Right? Sometimes you have to move the old ones to fit them.
Yeah. It didn't fit in the building. So what was their big
measure,
solution?
right?
I think they've got yesterday
23 people?
23 people and a few supervisors. So they got a total of 30 people trying to do the job of this massive
sorting
machine.
So I guess you got to
And
wait,
that's
Kevin,
why
for
the
those
mail's
gifts.
so screwed up.
That's embarrassing.
And real quick, here's the secret sound that you are supposed to try and guess the next time we ask for caller 104. People are asking, what's that secret sound? Here's what it sounds like. What is that sound? If you think you know, stay tuned and wait for us to ask you to be caller 104 at 713-390 KRBE. Not right now. Not right now. But that's the sound. Yesterday it was a lit sparkler. Today it's this thing. What is this thing? Well, we're going to find out, hopefully. And coming up next, we got Roula and Ryan's Roses. If you missed what happened today with Roxanne. Roxanne! Do you know that this woman lives her entire life with somebody not being able to say her name without saying that song?
Or you're thinking it, even if you
Her
don't do it.
entire life,
She's
this
ruined.
woman has just been,
Ruined.
Roxanne! She's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking
From a
about.
song that came out 45 years ago.
Yes.
It's like miserable. her whole life.
Roxanne on Roses, what happened with her, and find out why she was there with Nick on The Roula and Ryan Show.